this is Jessica here for GirlGamer, and here we are today with the Kid Icarus Uprising tournament here at West Hollywood at GameStop. And here we are, we have Kit Ellis, the Public Relations Manager here at Nintendo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
And of all locations, why West Hollywood? How did everything get involved for this tournament to go on?
Yeah, well, the Kid Icarus tournaments are taking place in a lot of different parts of the country. So we've already done one in San Francisco and one in Orlando. So we needed another to represent sort of the western part of the country. And in working with GameStop, they picked out this as, you know, the ideal store for us to bring in a lot of fans and have them get excited about the game. And the turnout's been really good.
And so tell us a little bit about Kid Icarus Uprising.
Well, Kid Icarus Uprising is sort of a light variation on some classic Greek myths. So the main character's name is Pit, and he is an angel, and he can fly. And there is Medusa, but there may be some new characters as well that are introduced. So I wouldn't say that it's, you know, a straight interpretation of the Greek myth that you may be familiar with, but it's definitely a fun variation on it.
Mm-hmm. And also, it sounds very familiar. I believe there's an 80s game.
Yeah, the Kid Icarus game first debuted on the NES back in the 80s, so it's been a long time since we've had a new game in the series. And I know that whenever we'd, you know, be out at E3, we'd always hear from people, oh, we want a new Kid Icarus game. So I think for a while it's been, you know, we've been hearing that feedback, and this was really just the right time to bring it back. So we've had the developer of the Super Smash Bros. Series, Mr. Sakurai, create this new game, and I think he's done a fantastic job. I think all the fans are going to be excited, and I think this is going to be a chance for people to come into the series for the first time if they weren't around in the 80s.
And when does this game drop? Because birthdays come 365 days a year. Where can we, you know, pre-order? How much is it? What are we looking forward to?
The game comes out on March 23rd, and I'll say that we're doing our last tournament in New York on March 22nd, and we're actually going to be selling the game early at that event. So if you're in the New York area, you can definitely come out and pick it up a day early. As for pre-orders, if you pre-order at GameStop and a few other retailers, you can get a download code for 3D Classics Kid Icarus, which is a 3D version of the original NES game, and you can get that right when you pick the game up on the 23rd. So that's a great incentive for people to pre-order.
The way it works is we've got 3 different stations for you to get through. The first is practice with weapons and controls, and you'll actually go into a simulated multiplayer match, and then the real deal, where we'll pick our one winner to move into the final round. So let's call up our first group that's going to compete for the
Draw one. You will be.
I'm having fun today. They're friends now.
We are at the West Hollywood GameStop for the Kid Icarus Uprising tournament. So from 5 to 8, we have waited patiently out of 72. We have eliminated all the way down to the top 3 with the highest combined scores. These lovely 3 gentlemen have won an all-expenses trip paid in March to New York City, the Big Apple, to play a huge championship game, among the others with, I believe, San Francisco and several other cities. So, first off, how do you guys feel? You guys have been here like all day.
I have nothing to say. Honestly, I'm ecstatic. I'm speechless, honestly. I don't even have a 3DS, and I won, dude.
I'm just excited. I've never won any, I guess, tournament of this like stature or anything. I'm just excited that I was able to just pull through and to win. And I don't like Brian said, I don't own a 3DS as well, so I'm probably gonna end up buying one now.
I have leftover nervousness, I guess. it was kind of nerve-wracking, pretty much. And but I'm kind of in. I don't even feel excited yet because it hasn't set in. So I'm kind of in a weird limbo, nervous, excited state, I guess. Yeah.
And how'd you guys do so well? I mean, two of you guys don't even own a Nintendo 3DS. I mean, did you guys have practice from a previous game? There was an 80s original version of this game. So...
Yeah, I actually played the original for about 5 minutes, and then, I don't know, that's really different from the new one. And then, believe it or not, I was actually playing Star Fox last night on the 3DS, and that actually helped me out a tiny bit, but I mean, I don't know, I just got lucky, I think.
So we know that these three play the game before any of you guys did. What was the best part that you loved most about this game?
I really loved the single player.
Well, the thing I really love about this game was just all the weapons. It's just the gameplay is very versatile. It can change at any moment, and it's a really, really fun game. And for me, when I see a 3DS, I'm like, oh, that's for kids. The games aren't really serious. But just with this title and other ones that are coming out, it really shows me that Nintendo is really, really coming up with amazing games, and this game is really, really a must-buy.
I feel like it's, even though Kid Icarus came out a long time ago, I feel like it's Nintendo's brand new game, I guess, because it's something like I've never played before, and it's exciting. It's kind of like when I was like a little kid again, getting a new game, and it kind of feels like that. Like it's completely new, and that's why I like it. So, yeah.
Wonderful. And so everyone stay tuned for March 22nd. We're going to find out whether our lovely three people won or who else won in the final round in the championship in New York. So again, it's Jessica here for GirlGamer at GameStop in West Hollywood for the Kid Icarus Uprising tournament.